Here we have some problems that have to do with segments and circles and how they interact. In this first one, we have two chords that intersect in the circle here, and we've got pieces of them that are defined, but one piece that isn't. So the relationship of chords in a circle works like this. If you've got two chords that intersect each other, and let's call this one AB and this one CD, and we'll put E here at the intersection point, then EA times EB, so the two halves of one chord, are going to equal CE, or EC, times ED, the two parts of the other chord. So if we want to find x here, we're going to say 16 times 6 equals 24 times x. And let's see, 16 times 6 is 96. We divide by 24, and we get x equals 4. Let's look at another type of problem. Here we have something a little bit different. We have a tangent to the circle. They're telling us AB is tangent to the circle of length x. And then we have it sharing a point outside the circle with a secant. And when you have this set up, what happens is that the length of the tangent portion here squared, so AB squared, is going to equal this chunk. Let me put in an extra point here. Let's call this D. BD times the whole length there, so times BC. So in this case, that's going to be x squared equals 7 times 7 plus 21, or 28. And 7 times 28 is 196. We take the square root of both sides here to solve for x, and we get x equals 14. All right, one more. Now here we have a slightly different problem. We've got two secant segments to the circle that share a point outside the circle. And in this situation, the relationship goes like this. Actually, let me put in some points here. We'll call this E, we'll call this A, and this B, and C, and D. So the way this relationship works is that EA times EB. So that's this part right here times the whole length here equals that same relationship on the other secant. So EC times ED. So if we can call this question mark what we're looking for, we'll call that x. This would translate to, well, EA is 9, and EB, it's not x, it's 9 plus x. It's this whole length. So we have to put it like this, 9 plus x. And that equals EC, which is 11, times 11 plus 36, which is 47. So that's how to set that one up. Now we can do the calculation. So I'll distribute the 9. 9 times 9 is 81. 9 times x is 9x. And 11 times 47 is 517. Now to solve for x, we want to get rid of the number term here, so we'll subtract 81 from both sides. And we get 9x equals 436. And then we divide both sides by 9, and we get x equals 48 well, to the nearest tenth, this would be 48.4. The 4 repeats there. So that's a little bit of work with circles and line segments.